guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Nicki Minaj continues to win. So Nicki Minaj makes history as the first female rapper to have 20 shows gross over $2 million in revenue each. And also the Pink Friday 2 tour, which isn't officially over yet, because she's still doing shows, has gross $77 million in revenue, okay, averaging 1.8 mil. And then she has sold 526,000 in tickets. Average price is $147. I paid way more for my tickets than that because I was in VIP, but that's neither here nor there. It was 41 shows that have been reported out of 69. Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 tour officially becomes the most successful tour by a female rapper in Europe history, with 10.5 million from 88,000 tickets sold in its first 7 shows. That is insane. Even more reason why Nicki Minaj should be doing stadiums, okay? Because they're trying to have the female rappers compete with Nicki when it comes to arenas. They're doing it with Doja, they're doing it with Megan Thee Stallion, and Doja Cat is a really good performer. She really should be doing arenas. But no female rapper currently has a catalog like Nicki Minaj, okay? And so with that being said, I think Nicki should at least do, 5 stadium shows, in the future. Not only that, Footwear News revealed that over 1.3 million people were on the official Loci website trying to purchase Nicki Minaj's collection during the first launch. This has ultimately caused the site to crash in minutes. So let me know how y'all feel about that. I think Nicki should partner with a shoe store, maybe like Foot Locker or something like that, because she probably could get more sales if she put it in the stores too. Okay, not just online. Because I think people still go to Foot Locker and these different shoe stores. I think that definitely would be more lucrative opportunity for Nicki Minaj, because I do remember her saying that she owns part of that company. So, I definitely think it should be in stores so people can purchase if they cannot get the shoes from the website. Now, with that being said, it looks like Nicki Minaj's tour success is further pushing Botch and Bitter down the totem pole, okay? So it has been reported while Nicki Minaj is selling out arenas, okay, and grossing over $100 million from her tour, Botch and Bitter is performing at the Coney Art Walls in Coney Island. Allegedly, this is the museum, outside museum. Definitely not an arena, but allegedly Titanic Records is worried that, Botch and Bitter may not be able to have a successful tour like Nicki Minaj because she can barely sell out the EBT experience, and she's doing museum and club performances, and she about 7 to 8 years in the game, okay? Not only that, though, she doesn't have a second album out, but I do feel like Botch and Bitter could do, a possible arena tour with somebody else. I don't know if she can do it by herself, but if she call up Megan, maybe if she do something with Doja, she can do an arena tour, okay? I think if she co-headlines, not fully headlines, but co-headlines, I think that would be a smart decision. But also, her second album got to be fire. I think she should put out the second album first and not go on tour first like Megan Thee Stallion did. Put out the second album first, and that possibly will encourage people to buy her tour tickets. Now, Doja Cat breaks a new record and becomes the first female rapper to sell out the O2 Arena in London, UK at her debut world tour. So for her debut world tour, she's the first to sell out. I don't know if that really counts though, because no shade to Doja Cat, but you've been in the industry for a while now. You're not new, okay? So, nobody really cares about what you did for your debut world tour unless, you're really breaking records, okay? You're not breaking revenue records like Nicki Minaj. No shade. But, I will say Doja Cat is a phenomenal performer. I've said it before. So, congratulations to that. But at the end of the day, you're not a new artist. Okay, so this is not really impressive. You've been in the game since 2011, 2012. So you just now going on tour on your debut world tour. Not really, impressive in my opinion if you've been in the game since 2011. Now moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion previewed some new music, and a lot of people are saying that this song is going to be the song of the summer. Let's take a listen.
Nails, chick, hair, chick, face, pretty, pussy, wet. These whole let's choose violence. They loud, but it's quiet. No teeth so the bitch start lying. I'm a freak, that's known. I do what I want, I'm grown.
Now that could be a subliminal shot to Nicki Minaj. She said no tea, so a B word start lying. Okay. Now wasn't Nicki Minaj getting tea from Kelsey when, she dropped Bigfoot? That is very interesting. So this possibly could be her follow-up hit after Piss. Let me know how y'all feel about that. The song don't sound bad, okay? I don't know if I still will stream it though, because I'm kind of over like the Poom Poom Shorts anthems. I feel like we got to go back to lyricalness in female rap. I feel like that's low-key dying in female rap. And I think Kung Fu Kenny kind of set the standard, not just for male rap, but for female rap and what people kind of want to hear. We don't mind hearing bops, but there needs to be some lyricalness, within the bop. Okay. And I just don't hear that when it comes to these new female rappers. No shade. But, people don't care about lyricalness or if you write your raps anymore. People only care about Poom Poom Shorts music. So I'm sure it will get trending on TikTok. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, moving on to Scratch Off. She also has dropped a snippet, and it looks like she is stepping into her R&B bag.
The worst way, let you hit it on the first day. What you gonna do for Big Mama for real? What do I get for my birthday? 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 You gotta put in some work today. Can you please do the most for me, cause I'm small? Can you give me some good? Then can you make it again? Where's your tongue? Can I please get a pink cloud with a drum?
What in the world was this nonsense? Oh my goodness, the rapping wasn't working, so she had to go to the studio and try to attempt to sing. That was trash. Oh my goodness. Was the talent or the auto-tune in the room when she recorded this? Who allowed her to record something like this? This was terrible. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. So, no, this was a flop, okay? Unfortunately, Scratch Off, you just don't have it, okay? It don't matter what you do. I mean, that sounded terrible. What you gonna get me for my birthday? What you need is vocal lessons. That's what you need for your birthday, okay? You also need to get dropped from RCA The Colorist. You're wasting their studio time. You really wasting studio time coming up with this nonsense. If I was RCA The Colorist, you would have been dropped last year. You would have been dropped last year, ho. The only reason why you still signed is because you light skin. I'm starting to think that you sleeping with one of them executives. Because ain't no way you can flop continuously and still be signed. I mean, this was just embarrassing. I'm like... She really went to the studio and recorded that nonsense. Moving on to Queen Bee. After dominating the hair industry, Queen Bee is expected to announce her Cowboy Carter tour soon, and allegedly there's a lot of predictions that Queen Bee will gross $1 billion this time around when she goes on tour. I think the Renaissance tour grossed $500 million, so a lot of people are speculating that she could gross $1 billion this time around during this tour, especially since, she got some of the Caucasians back on her side, okay? And a lot of fans also want her to bring out Purdue Chicken for them to, perform their collaboration, Most Wanted. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I want to see Queen be on tour. I do. But I don't want to really hear her perform all this country bumpkin music. I don't want to see her in no cowboy hat with the bleach blonde wig. I don't really want to see all that. I think I'm going to wait till Act 3. And when she goes on tour after Act 3, that's when she'll get my support. I'm not really here for the country bumpkin music. And if Act 3 is rock, I'm not here for that either. You need to stick to the R&B and pop lane where you really thrive, okay? You don't fully thrive in the country lane, okay? People are not really talking about your album as much, and allegedly the streams are actually very low for Cowboy Carter compared to Renaissance. So I think she needs to go back to the pop R&B lane and stop trying to compete with the chart-obsessed racists. Now, moving on from that, Charli XCX Brat is expected to debut at number 3 on the Billboard 200 album chart with 74,000 units sold first week. It will over double Crash and become her highest charting album ever. Wow, that's shocking. Okay, but congratulations to Charli XCX. I know you can't compete with the chart-obsessed racists. Unfortunately, Charli XCX Brat officially debuts at number 2 on the UK album chart because the chart-obsessed racists can't stop releasing vinyls. She's so fucking obsessed with the charts that the blonde demon has to sabotage every pop star that charts high. I mean, goodness gracious. I told y'all about that lady. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. I've been calling her the chart-obsessed racist. Y'all just hopped onto the train. But I've been seeing right through the blonde demon, and y'all thought I was hating. But usually, I'm always right. Now, Rolling Stone gives a 4 out of 5 stars to Normani's Dopamine. Definitely wasn't a 4 out of 5 to me. Maybe 3 out of 5. Okay? But I'm going to give it another listen. Okay? Sometimes music does have to grow on you, and you may not like it right away, but eventually you'll like it. So, I'm going to let it grow on me. But right now is at a 3.5 for me, okay? Out of 5, 3.5 out of 5, not 3.5 out of 10. But they said Dopamine is Normani's clearest artistic statement written across a night sky like a constellation. She's about dark moves, sensuality, danceability, simple frameworks made rich, and a throwback hallmarks refreshed, okay? Whatever that means. So let me know if y'all listen to Normani's album. I'm gonna give it another listen. And I'm gonna buy it just because I know the sales won't be high. I know Normani needs all the sales she can possibly get. So I'm definitely gonna buy it. I encourage everybody that watches this video, let's at least get Normani top 5 on the Billboard album chart so she don't get dropped by RCA the colorist. They gonna drop her if she don't do the sales. She's not scratch off. She's not light skinned. She's not gonna get grace like scratch off gets for not selling. So I need everybody that watches the video, let's all purchase the whole album, not singles. Purchase the whole album so Normani can get her sales. Now moving on to Kung Fu Kenny and Eminem. Kung Fu Kenny and Eminem now hold the 2 biggest streaming weeks ever for rap songs on Payola with Not Like Us and Houdini. They also now have the 2 fastest rap songs to reach 100 million streams. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Kung Fu Kenny, Not Like Us is 10 times better than Houdini. No shade to Eminem, but Houdini was like mid, somewhat trash. I didn't like it like that. No shade. Even with the Megan Thee Stallion diss in it, still really didn't care for it like that. But Not Like Us is a bop. Still listening to it today. In my opinion, Not Like Us is like the song of the summer for male rappers. Okay, for the male rap section is the song of the summer. But we need a female rap song of the summer. So far, we don't have none. Okay, Get It Sexy came out months ago. Don't count. Okay? So we need a song of the summer for female rap. You know, currently for male rap is Not Like Us. So, you know, Houdini to me was kind of trash. No shade to Eminem. But Not Like Us is a bop. Now, moving on to Foxy Brown. She is thinking about remixing Your Love by Nicki Minaj. She posted on Instagram and said, "What the F was my sis thinking when she wrote this ish? Greatest female rap song ever." She said, "Might have to remix this ish at Nicki Minaj." Absolutely, positively no. I like Foxy. Icon. She really is. She needs more of her flowers. But we need to let classics be a classics. And I just don't feel like Foxy Brown should be on this song. I'm sorry. And the remix for Your Love, I mean, that song came out like over 10 years ago. I mean, come on now. Stop it. You know, Foxy, why don't you just do your own song and have Nicki Minaj feature on it? But remixing a song that's over 10 years old, that's not it. That's not it. I'm sorry, Foxy. That's not what we gonna do. Okay? If you put out that remix, unfortunately, I would have to give you Donkey of the Day. I don't want to do that because you're an icon. But we don't do stuff like that. You know, you need to remix newer music, not songs that came out over 10 plus years ago. Now, if you want to sample the song, that might be better. Sampling might be better than actually doing a remix. But I don't want to hear no Your Love remix when that song came out in 2009 or 2010. I mean, like, come on, Foxy. We can't do that. I'm sorry. Hopefully, Nicki don't clear this remix. But also, Foxy Brown is being so messy. Goodness gracious. She wished Lil' Kim's baby daddy, Mr. Papers, a happy birthday. She said, "Happy birthday, block spinner." 20 years later, and asked him, and then Mr. Papers responded and says, "Daddy love you, mama." What the? Oh no, Lil' Kim is about to change her face again. No. Foxy, see, this is why you and Lil' Kim can't do a versus. This is why she don't want to have nothing to do with you, because why are you wishing her baby daddy happy birthday? It don't matter if you used to date him before Kim did. You know that's Lil' Kim's baby daddy, who she used to be in love with. And then on top of that, didn't she try to kill you or something like that? Didn't she run up on you and try to kill you? You don't want Lil' Kim to get her goons out. You know how she rocks. So, you know, Foxy, I think you should take this post down. I'm sorry. I don't condone this. This can't happen. Not when y'all in your 50s. This is messy. Come on now. This is giving love and hip hop. And I feel like Lil' Kim, she not afraid to run down on people. She went to jail. I think she had sent some goons your way back in the 90s. I could have sworn y'all almost got into it. So if I was you, I would not piss off Lil' Kim. Okay? Because she not afraid to run up on people. Now, it looks like Pharrell is taking some shots at Champagne Thickums in a kid's song. He put out a new song called Double Life for the Despicable Me soundtrack. And a lot of fans feel like he's taking some shots at Champagne Thickums, because Champagne Thickums bought or took his chain, and he took shots at him in Family Matters. So Pharrell starts off the song and says, "Hey, what are you hiding? What you do when you're gone? Nothing wrong being private. Make sure it ain't wrong. Your life double-sided, two-faced like coins. What side do I get? What side are you on? Some of your dirt has come to light. Speeding up that hill until the brakes come off. And someone saw you in a fight. Am I right? It doesn't matter. You get heads or tails. You don't like to flip all the time. But if you spin it, then you get to see both sides. Oh, the thrill of the double life. Lie detector time. Do you feel bad when you lie? The look on your face says the best life. And then come home like it's fine. Am I right? So a lot of fans feel like, you know, this was subliminal shade to Champagne Thickums, because Champagne Thickums was exposed for being a pedo. Now, you know, there's no charges brought up against him, but there's a lot of video evidence that has resurfaced onto the internet. But I feel like, this was kind of corny. Put this in a kid's song. I mean, come on, Pharrell. You a grown-ass man. You could drop your own diss record. You don't have to do it on the Despicable Me soundtrack. That was corny. You need to put an ad on it, too. Okay, if he took your chain, you about what, 40, 50? You need to put an ad on it. You too old to be throwing subliminals. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.